Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Test. Come on through. Wrong button.
Yeah.
Special post-game show. Doing something different for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What up, people? What up, people? If you're on YouTube, appreciate you joining. If you're on Twitch, appreciate you joining. This is a special Dallas Mavericks post-game show brought to you by dopecontent.com and the Dope Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all joining. And the reason we are here is because I'm actually off work. And the Mavericks played the early game. So I actually have a little time today. And plus I got something I need to, I just want to show something to some people that's claiming some stuff. But we'll get into that later. If you watched the YouTube video earlier, the Mavericks update, I did a reaction to the trades that they made. And I told you that I love the trades that they made. And the two new additions to the Mavericks came in and they made a splash in their very first game and they showed out.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. Dallas Mavericks take out the Oklahoma City Thunder 146-111 in Dallas. It was an early afternoon game. Let me turn this music down. It was an early afternoon game. And let's get into the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, 12 points, 12 rebounds. So he had a double-double. Shout out to him. Kyrie Irving, 25 points, 8 assists on 11 of 19 shooting. Luka Doncic being typical Luka, 32 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists on 9 of 14 shooting. And then we get into the new guys. PJ Washington, 14 points in his debut, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, shot 6 of 10 and played 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you got Gafford coming in off the bench. This is a guy that I was really excited to get. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block, shot 7 of 11 and played 17 minutes. Then you got Hardy coming off the bench with 11 points. Tim Hardaway coming off the bench with 10 points. Just a great win for the Dallas Mavericks. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. And I wish I knew this before I did my last video that's on YouTube right now. The ESPN experts gave the Dallas Mavericks a D for the PJ Washington trade.
Bruh.
They gave him a D. A D. So they said trading Seth Curry and Grant Williams to Charlotte for PJ Washington gets them a D grade.
Bruh.
How? How do they get a D for that? I don't understand that. How's that a D? It just doesn't make sense to me. What up? We got Teal in the building. Shout out to her. That's my sis right there. So yeah, the Mavericks got PJ Washington, 2 second-round picks. Charlotte Hornets got Seth Curry, Grant Williams in the first-round pick. And ESPN gave him a D. Gave him a D. And I said this on the last video that you could go back and watch on YouTube, which I posted today right as the game was starting. PJ Washington is a better player than Grant Williams. I never understood the Grant Williams hype that the fans gave him here in Dallas. They were just so excited to get folks that it just didn't make sense to be that excited for Grant Williams, right? And we already talked about Grant Williams' numbers in the last 40 games. There's no need to even go back over that. But if you do want to go back over it, just watch the last video. That's all I can tell you. It wasn't great, right? It wasn't great. And we're going to make this short and sweet, make this live short and sweet. Because I really didn't expect to do it, but since they played early and I'm here, I was like, you know what? Let me just load on up, right? And then the two guys showed out. PJ Washington is a better player. He's more athletic. He's longer in pause. He's longer in size. He has the length. He can create his own shot, something Grant Williams couldn't do. He's a better defender, in my opinion. They shoot about the same as, as far as 3 points. What up, Alice? How you doing? They shoot about the same percentage of 3 points.
And I'm all out of whack.
What is that?
And if you have cut.
Okay, ESPN.com is trying to take over my doggone. Okay, ESPN. Hold on, let me make sure y'all off my screen. Hold on, now YouTube is acting funny. All right, we on YouTube. All right, let me just make sure we good on all platforms. I think we are. So, yeah, PJ Washington is just a better player than Grant Williams, and this is who the Mavericks wanted initially anyway. The Mavericks wanted PJ Washington anyway in the offseason, and when they couldn't get him, they settled for Grant Williams. Now you got PJ Washington on a new contract, 25 years old. Now you got Gafford, 25 years old. Luka is 24? Kyrie is pretty much the oldest player on the team, if I'm not mistaken, right? Mavericks got a young, athletic team that now can play better defense, because even when Derek Lively is not in the game, you now have Gafford that can come in and be that anchor in the paint, and he showed out today. Once again, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block, 7 of 11 shooting in 17 minutes for Gafford.
Yeah.
The man is athletic. The man is a baller. And, I mean, the crowd gave them both a standing ovation today, which was dope to see. When they both came into the game for the first time, crowd stood up, gave them a standing ovation. And that's what the Dallas crowd, that's what the Mavericks crowd do. They always welcome everybody with open arms, right? If you're a Maverick, we show you love. That's one thing in Dallas that I will give the fans here in Dallas. They will show you love. If you're on a team, you're family. That's how it is. So the way this team is looking, and again, we're not even healthy yet. Dante Exum didn't play. Derek Lively didn't play. They're not healthy yet still. They're not fully healthy. But once Lively and Exum comes back, if Exum can keep doing what he was doing before he got injured, this team is going to be a problem. If Kyrie stays healthy and keeps playing the way he's playing lately, this team's going to be a problem. You already know what Luka's going to do. Tim Hardaway, he only gave you 10 points on 4 of 9 shooting today, but that's still a pretty good game. He shot the ball 9 times, made 4. It's not a bad game. He just wasn't as aggressive as he normally would be. But now you have another guy in PJ Washington that stretch forward that the Mavericks are used to having. When I told Kevin Gray, who used to be on 105.3 The Fan, I believe he's on 97.1 now doing the Mavs pre and post game. Shout out to Kevin Gray. I told him during the summer when they got Grant Williams, I told him, I say, well, the problem is the Mavericks don't have a stretch four that we've been used to having over the years, because we went from Dirk to Porzingis to Christian Wood. And then we went from those guys. All those guys can create their own shots. All those guys can play inside and out, shoot three, etc. We went from those guys to Grant Williams, right? Bruh. Grant Williams is a 3-and-D guy, catch and shoot guy. And they had Grant Williams playing the 4. So I told him that was going to be a problem. I said the Mavericks are not used to not having a guy at the 4 position that can create his shot and play inside and out. Now they got that guy in PJ Washington, and he showed a little bit of it today. Like, he could go off the dribble, he can lead fast breaks, he'll catch oops, he'll make the right pass, he can shoot the 3, he can post up. He showed all of it today. So if the Mavericks get healthy and stay healthy, they're going to be a problem. Only team that I would give a slight edge over right now is the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions. I'm not worried about the Clippers and they 4 All-Stars. I'm not worried about none of that. Let's get into OKC numbers and how the Mavericks did on OKC. So you got Gilgeous, of course, got you 25 points, 9 of 16 shooting, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Holmgren, they held him to 13 points. He had 12 rebounds, though. Let's see, who else? Josh Giddey, 11 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. So, I mean, they held the starters. They held the starters pretty much in check for the whole game. You know, Gilgeous-Alexander is going to get his. He's going to get his. That's just what he does. But to hold him to 25 points on 9 of 16 shooting in 30 minutes, that's pretty good. To the folks that like to say Luka don't play defense, you're not watching Luka this year. Luka plays defense. Luka has brought in, like I've never seen him buy in before, so I would have to give Jason Kidd credit for that. Luka and Kyrie are buying in on the defensive side. Like, they're actively trying to play defense this year. And that's something I've never seen from Luka. And I see it from Kyrie, like in big moments in playoff games and etc. But during the regular season, I'm not used to seeing Kyrie play defense like that, right? So whatever, I understand we get on Jason Kidd a lot, but shout out to Jason Kidd for getting those guys to buy in on the defensive side, because it's working. It's clearly working, right? So shout out to them. I just want to make sure we good on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, thank you for joining. All I ask is for you to like the video. That's all I ask. It's free. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We do a lot here. We do wrestling, sports, NBA, NFL, XFL, UFL, NCAA. Like, we do it all here. So if you don't like what you see now, you check out some playlists that we have. We have a lot of playlists of different things that we do. Thank you so much for joining. I normally open up the phone lines for the post-game show since we're live, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to make it short and sweet. I want to give my live reaction. I appreciate you on Twitch watching as always. Shout out to the Twitch heads over there on Twitch that's coming through. Let me see who we got on Twitch. I see D-Web and Alice because they left comments. Let me pull Twitch up. And whatever you got to say in the chat, please say it in the chat. I will respond to you since we're not doing calls today. But what do you think about this Mavericks team? If you're watching and you're able to chat, what do you think about this Mavericks team? How far do you think this team can go? If you watched the game today, what did you think about PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford? And do you think Gafford might possibly take the starting position from Derek Lively? There was a lot of people on Twitter today that was saying, you know what, Derek Lively might want to get in the weight room, because the way Gafford balled out in his first game, once you give him time, and then they got 2 games before the All-Star break, which is going to give him plenty of time to get used to this team and the playbooks and etc. It's going to be a problem. So a lot of people are already saying Derek Lively should come off the bench, which is crazy to me. Because Derek Lively has been balling this year, and he's been your anchor on the defense, right? So I wouldn't start all that conversation right there. But you got 2 young guys, 2 young centers that can just alternate and just do damage in the paint. They go come in, they go get rebounds, they go get blocks, they go set the screen, they go catch alley-oops. That's all you ask for if you want in Dallas as far as the center position, right? And now you got that stretch four in PJ Washington that you didn't have early in the season. That's all you ask for. Somebody that can create, somebody that can shoot their own shot, somebody that can kick it out, pick and pop with Luka, pick and pop with Kyrie. You got it now. You didn't have it early on in the season, right? And this is a big win. OKC is 35-17 now. This is not a win over a scrub team. Like this is a big win for the Mavericks, and to blow them out 146-111. Hey, it says a lot. The Mavs are on a 4-game winning streak. So shout out to the Mavericks. D Webb said he loved what he saw. If they can keep it up, they can make a good run in the playoffs. I told you I don't fear anybody. I don't fear anybody in the playoffs outside of Denver, because Denver is just a great team. They put the pieces together perfectly, in my opinion. And I mean, I think we could beat them, but if we lose, I think that's the one team that'll give us the. I'm not worried about the Clippers. James Harden in the playoffs, I don't worry about James Harden. The Lakers, if they make the playoffs, they just signed Spencer Dinwiddie, which I know that's who the Mavericks wanted to get. That would have been ooh-wee. Could you imagine if Spencer would have came back to Dallas? Man, I wish he would have done it, but he chose LA. So it is what it is on that. Thank you for the likes on YouTube. Appreciate you. But I just want to keep this short and sweet. We're not going to stay here long today. But the new Mavs dominate. And if I'm at home more often to do these, post-game shows, I will do them. I'm going to keep them short and sweet as well. If you didn't watch my reaction to the trades, please go watch that video and hit the like button on that as well. Because I kind of talked about some stuff with the Mavs and the PR and all that stuff too. So you might want to check that out, man. But once again, the Mavs get the win 146-111. Next time I do this, I'll make sure to have the phone lines and all that stuff open so people can call in, leave your opinions there. You don't have to worry about, trying to type paragraphs and all that stuff. So I know that gets annoying. So make sure I'll make sure to have the phone lines and stuff ready. And, y'all be able to call in and do everything like that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys that support. Make sure you go to dopecontent.com and stay up to date with everything Dope Content. We are a month away from launching our own Amazon, Roku, and Apple TV channel, baby.
Let's go.
So next month, we will be launching, once again, Apple, Roku, and Amazon. We will be on Apple, Roku, and Amazon. So we'll have our own channel. So it's going to be plenty of content. There's going to be a lot of on-demand stuff for you to check out. So appreciate those who do support. And those that's going to come through later on, we're just trying to grow here. That's all we're trying to do. We're building a team, and we're about to start doing more things around here. So shout out to y'all. And until next time, man, y'all be safe. I'm out.